Right now at 6, a new fire protection agreement. Onalaska's fire department is taking on more territory.
And a busy weekend for college campuses. Families are moving in their students for the fall semester.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Amy DuPont. The city of Onalaska's fire department is expanding its coverage to the entire town of Onalaska.
A new agreement between both municipalities goes into effect January 1st. News 8 Now's Rob Romano has the details. Good evening, Rob.
Good evening, Amy and Ken. The city of Onalaska and the town of Onalaska have had an agreement in effect for more than 30 years. The city of Onalaska's fire chief says he has enough staff to accommodate the change. City of Onalaska Fire Chief Troy Goody says his department has recently done more hiring.
We've increased our staffing to 5 per shift, so that's 5 full-time, plus we've increased our part-time staffing.
Goody also says the department is in the process of hiring 2 more part-time firefighters, not to mention local programs that are getting the next generation of firefighters ready.
We're also involved with the High School Fire Academy for high school students, as well as people that are in future firefighters are in the associate's degree program.
Effective January 1st, the city of Onalaska's scope of fire protection will include the entire town of Onalaska. Town of Onalaska Chairman Stan Hauser expects the change to improve response times.
We did a study with the fire department there in Onalaska, and we've come to the conclusion that our response times are going to be equal or better.
Officials say that the town of Onalaska is also leaving the Holmen Area Fire Board, which consists of 3 municipalities. Onalaska Mayor Kim Smith says that even with the expansion, the city department will continue to help surrounding communities in the form of mutual aid.
No matter with this agreement or without, we will always continue to respond as needed for mutual aid for surrounding communities.
One of my goals would be that our fire departments that have come so close together, working close together, I would hope that they just continue to help each other and work close together into the future.
Chief of the La Crosse Fire Department Jeff Schott says he has received a notice saying the town of Onalaska would be leaving the Holmen Area Fire Board, but he has no further comment at this time. Keep in mind the city of La Crosse has been managing the village of Holmen's fire department since July 2021. Amy and Ken, back to you.
All right, thank you, Rob. Officials say they expect the town of Onalaska to save money because of its help. It's expected to get from the city again beginning January 1st.
And officials say they can't yet provide an estimate of how much money could be saved. Well, Bangor School District has launched a new informational website to help voters learn more about the November capital referendum.
The website contains information about the referendum, which the district says will address both educational and infrastructure needs.
We're doing some videos that we're recording next week so we can show people the facilities that would be upgraded. We're going to make every effort we can to make sure our community understands what it is that they're voting for in November.
The district is hosting informational presentations at the elementary school on September 28th and then October 12th at the middle and high school. We'll post a link to the referendum website on news8000.com.
Time to take a break and get an update on our forecast. It is a beautiful Friday, but that could change, Eric, because right when those high school kids are out there playing ball.
That's right, especially if you're in Eau Claire. Matter of fact, take a look at the radar scan right now because I'm keeping an eye on this little cell right here. And the reason why I'm showing you this is just out of our viewing area. Matter of fact, this is about 41 miles northwest of Eau Claire, but the reason why I'm showing this, we're already seeing some hail being picked up, golf ball size hail to be exact. So this is one system we're going to keep an eye on over the next several minutes. Let's go ahead and pull out and take a look here at the big picture here. And again, for the most part, the majority of the Coulee region is okay. We have the extreme northern part over towards Rusk County seeing a little bit of thunderstorm activity. You go just to the north of the viewing area, you already have severe thunderstorm warnings just south of the Park Falls area. But again, the majority of us right now, we are seeing a clean sweep. That is going to change as we go into the next several hours as that front pushes its way through. Outside right now, we're in the 70s and 80s. We made it to 86 in La Crosse, 87 in Eau Claire, 86 was the high in Winona, 82 in Viroqua. And right now, our ambient temperature is more or less the same as to where our highs were for today. Now, coming up in the first alert forecast, we're going to talk about the Labor Day weekend. We have temperatures in the 70s and sunny skies again. And we'll talk about that in a few minutes.
All right. Thank you, Eric.
You bet.
In the meantime, 2 Wisconsin animals have tested positive for West Nile virus, including one in Trempealeau County. A horse in Trempealeau County and a bird from Milwaukee County are the first Wisconsin cases this year. According to the Department of Health Services, there are no confirmed human cases. However, health officials are asking people to take some precautions. Mosquitoes may carry the deadly disease, and it's important to know how to prevent their bite.
When you're outside doing any sort of outdoor activity, to wear long sleeves, because that's a really good way to prevent mosquito bites. They can't bite through that fabric. It's also to wear mosquito repellent or insect repellent.
Mosquito activity and the threat of West Nile virus will continue until there is a hard frost.
Starting college can be overwhelming for parents and their students.
I see lots of students that are eager to get away from their parents, a lot of parents that don't want to let go of their students.
It's the third day of move-in at the UW La Crosse. Sidewalks are flooded with suitcases and other belongings, as well as emotional parents. UWL resident assistants have experienced this chaos before, and they're making sure that each student has a successful transition to university life.
We have plenty of events like bingo and movies and outdoor activities. They're going to have plenty to do, and it's going to be really, really fun.
Some of those other activities for new students include an outdoor picnic and a hypnotist show. Classes begin on Tuesday.
UW La Crosse's Campus Threads Closet provides free clothing to students with everything from casual to professional attire. However, the closet will now be providing for the community as well. This change comes as the closet was overflowing with clothing, and coordinators wanted to find a way to put the surplus to good use. The La Crosse Fire Department has partnered with Campus Threads, so whenever a family loses their belongings in a fire, the department will direct them to the closet to help them get back on their feet.
I felt very good being able to help the family in their time of need, and I felt very good from a standpoint of UWL having the resources to give that family when they needed it the most.
And the closet has also partnered with student organizations to promote sustainability.
Still ahead, stretch out your arms. It's apple picking season.
We check in with a La Crescent orchard where staff are prepared for a busy opening weekend.
For a limited time at Home Sleep Express, get a king-size mattress for the price of a queen. This Luxuria King mattress is now just $6.99. Plus, get no money down 6-year special financing. King for the price of a queen at Home Sleep Express.
Save big money and find the solution for your storage needs with Duramax Vinyl Sheds. Now 11% off at Menards. Duramax Vinyl Sheds are built using all-weather and low-maintenance vinyl materials that stand strong in the harshest conditions, all while providing plenty of storage room for bikes, tools, yard equipment, and more. Stop by and get 11% off all Duramax Vinyl Sheds right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient, full-line automaker. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
Look, we knew the other side would make up lies about me to scare you. Now they're claiming I want to defund the police and abolish ICE. That's a lie. I'll make sure our police have the resources and training they need to keep our community safe. And that our communities have the resources to stop crime before it happens. I'll bring back manufacturing. And I'll pass a middle-class tax cut. And if that's too scary for Washington, then so be it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
It's patio closeout time at Home Seasonal Concepts. Get up to 50% off regular prices on patio sets, wicker, fire tables, and more. Like this alfresco dining set for just $15.79. Patio closeouts, now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
Well, summer may be over, but there are still plenty of activities to do in the fall season, including apple picking. Apple orchards are getting ready to harvest one of the biggest crops that they've seen in years.
News 8 Now's Dua Israr spoke with a La Crescent farmer and his staff who have been preparing for this weekend all year.
Amy and Ken, Richard Van Lint says the cold spring this year led to a late apple harvest, and he and his staff have been spending many hours catching up on lost time. This time of year, apple farms are filled with the chatter of their workers and the crisp fruit being plucked from the tree, washed, stumbled down the conveyor belt and into crates.
We've harvested the first Kiss. That's our first early variety, and we're harvesting the La Crescents.
Van Linn Orchards has been a part of Richard Van Linn's Minnesota family for 60 years. His father planted the first apple tree on the farm in 1962.
He always had a passion for growing apples, and he transferred that down to me and our family.
Now, 28,000 trees later, Van Linn distributes apples statewide. And he doesn't do it alone.
We've got some great guys from Mexico that are doing a bang-up job.
Eduardo began working on the Van Linn orchard less than 3 weeks ago.
Trabajamos de 8 a 5 de la tarde, todos los días, de lunes a viernes.
Eduardo only speaks Spanish, but the language barrier isn't a barrier at all.
No, pues nomás checar que estén en buenas condiciones y echarlas al canasto, y es lo único que nos pide el patrón, de escogerlas bien y echarlas en la canasta.
Apples thrive in a warm climate.
I always tell people, if you like the weather, the apples do too.
While this year's chilly spring may have led to a late crop,
we're catching up, and the crop is pretty beautiful this year.
Eduardo and Van Linn are making sure the sounds of an apple farm can be appreciated for another season. And starting tomorrow, you can stop by Van Linn Apple Orchards to pick some of your own. The orchard will be open every weekend from noon to 6 p.m. until the end of October.
All right, thank you, Dua. As she mentioned, that season is short again. You only have a couple of handful of weekends to go.
All right. Well, meanwhile, from local wine to breathtaking views atop the bluffs, a new trolley tour is rolling in.
The Bluff to Bluff experience starts tomorrow and will run through October 29th. The 4-hour tour begins at Explore La Crosse and will take you on a tour of Grandad Bluff, the La Crescent History Center, Apple Blossom Overlook, and Van Linn Orchards. It's going to end back at La Crosse's La Chateau.
This is open to anyone. If visitors want to partake in it, we hope they do and learn a little bit more about our region, and also for locals. If residents want to join in, and we're seeing quite a few residents that are taking the tour for the first few bookings, and I think they're going to enjoy it as well.
Each trolley ticket includes surprise treats along the routes and hors d'oeuvres at Le Chateau. We'll post a link with more information on news8000.com.
A crafty couple needs some help sending comfort to kids displaced by war.
Next, we take a step into their workshop where they're building toys and hopefully smiles.
And in the rural weather, showers and thunderstorms are now starting to enter the Coulee region. We'll have the hour-by-hour forecast coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Inflation, it's everywhere. But with the buy one famous star, get another one for $1 deal at Hardee's,
there's finally some relief.
Bite into the famous star today, only at Hardee's.
At Batteries Plus, we power family road trips. We power bedtime stories. We power our local hospitals. We power connections with friends. We do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. How powerful is that?
Visit Batteries Plus for free auto battery testing and installation. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
It's the grand reopening of Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Tire and Auto Service Center. We've been caring for people and their vehicles since 1955. So whether you need tires, batteries, or more, we offer quality auto supplies and service at prices you can trust. Like all brands of tires, buy 3, get 1 free. Blaine's Synthetic Motor Oil, just $3.99 a quart. Plus, try our new online appointment scheduling and other features at farmandfleet.com. Tires and batteries, trust and care at Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Tire and Auto Service Center.
Here's Mandela Barnes avoiding questions about his unpaid taxes.
He stormed out of an interview after being asked about his unpaid property taxes.
Barnes also paid no income tax, yet Barnes supports Biden's tax increase on working families and an army of new IRS agents to audit middle-class families. Mandela Barnes, higher taxes for you, unpaid taxes for him. Wisconsin Truth PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
They want to talk about property taxes.
We would never hit 12 drunk.
Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk? We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Next to Market Watch, numbers. Boring. In more delicious news, there's a buy one famous star, get one for a $1 deal at Hardee's.
Bite into the famous star today, only at Hardee's.
Living through war is traumatizing, especially for children. The war in Ukraine has displaced millions of families.
A crafty couple is hoping to bring a little comfort to those kids with handmade toys. Chief photographer Chuck Oadsma takes us to their Kendall workshop.
Okay. Well, I'm Kale Kavistad. I'm making color trucks for Ukrainian children over in Ukraine or Poland, where they're at over there. Try to take their minds off of things that's going on over there. So that's what we're doing. We start out with just a plain old 2x4. You cut them out, you get the truck part here made, you drill holes in them, then you put the bottoms on, drill holes for the wheels to go on, put the fenders on, and you put the underneath, and then after they get stained after they're done here, then they come back up here, and then I put the wheels on and hook them together, and there they are.
It was his idea. I'm the stainer. Whatever kind of stain we can find. My brother-in-law, my sister's husband, he started making these for some of his friends. Then my husband was making them for family and friends and grandkids and nephews, and then he decided, I can do this for the Ukrainian kids.
And then we gotta have these here. They go in kind of tight. 4 trucks out of one 8-foot piece of lumber. I think we've got, 130 right now done. I have 70 more to go. I'll get a U-Haul and get them out to Washington somewhere over there so they can ship them beyond. But I'll get them there, one way or the other.
Great selfless act right there. The Kvistads plan to send more than 150 trucks, but they need help delivering the trucks overseas.
If you can help, you can give Kale a call at the number on your screen. You can also send him a letter. Of course, we will post all of this information on news8000.com.
Looked like they had a pretty good formula working though, between the two of them.
And the number of trucks they can get out of one piece of lumber is pretty impressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
No waste, none at all.
No, a super crafty couple, absolutely.
Let's send it over to Eric Dean, and it is a holiday weekend. Eric, no pressure, but lots of pressure on you.
That's right. And on a serious note, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect now for portions of Dunn County. Let's go ahead. This was just issued, so bear with me as we get our bearings straight. So this is until 6:45 p.m. This is for, you can see Dunn County here in the News 8 Now viewing area again until 6:45. Let's go ahead and put a query on this because I want to draw your attention to this little icon right here where we are seeing a little bit of hail being picked up, and we're still seeing just over golf ball size hail associated with this system. I want to go ahead and step off the screen real quick. Keep the graphics with me on in front, but I want to pull up some information here in regards to this severe thunderstorm warning, see if I can find anything to see how fast this is moving, because this is going to be pushing its way into the Coulee region as we go into the next several minutes. Again, you can see that hail is being picked up. This does have some flooding impact as well. All right, so this is from the National Weather Services out of the Twin Cities, it looks like. This is moving, it looks like, at around 15 to 20 miles per hour. Main threats, this is a general thunderstorm, 60-mile-an-hour wind, quarter-sized hail being picked up with this system. So again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 6:45. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here. We'll zoom out and we'll take a look here at the big picture, and you can see that line of thunderstorms now pushing its way into the area. We'll go ahead and zoom in again, and you can see right here as we zoom in that line of thunderstorms, and this is going to continue for the next several hours. So if you have plans to go out, please take the rain gear with you just in case you get under one of these downpours. Now, they're not going to last long at all. You can see this is the line right here. So again, we'll keep an eye on this. And one thing to note too, make sure you have that free News 8000 First Alert weather app on your device should we go under a warning of any kind, because this line of thunderstorms is going to continue to push its way through as we go into the next several hours. Now, by the 2 o'clock hour, one thing to note is that wind is going to start shifting, and it will shift out of the north and the northwest. As we take a look here at the 3 o'clock hour, the precip chances start to dwindle down, and then by 7 o'clock Saturday, we'll see sunny skies, but temperatures will only go into the low to mid 70s. Outside right now, we have sunny skies out there. Look at that temperature here in La Crosse. We're at 85. It feels like 89. Humidity is at 59% with winds out of the south at around 15 miles per hour. All right, next 8 days shows temperatures going into the 70s throughout the weekend, going into Labor Day, upper 70s for Tuesday, 83 for Wednesday, 82 Thursday, and then abundant sunshine as we go into the next several days with temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s. Keep in mind, our average high for this time of year is 81 degrees. But again, quick recap, Dunn County, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:45.
All right, and you're literally breaking that information down as it came into your weather center just a minute ago, it felt like.
It literally just dropped in when you were tossing to me. So.
All right, thanks, Eric.
All right, you bet.
Coming up in sports, the college football playoff could look a lot different soon.
Plus, the high school football season continues tonight. Conference rivals going at it. Rob has a preview next.
CityCam 8 is brought to you by The Board Store. Ever wonder what a bath remodel would do for your soul? Rejoice! The Board Store can help you find that joy with a new tub or shower or a complete bath remodel. Call or visit today.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Creep up on savings all month long with our progressive sale. The more you spend, the more you save. $50 off a $500 purchase. $125 off $1,000. $300 off $2,000. $600 off $3,000. The savings never end on bedding, recliners, dining, and more. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
When our kids go to school, we want them thinking about this, not worrying about this. But Tim Michaels would allow guns on school grounds and let teens buy AR-15s. And red flag laws that help prevent school shootings, he says they won't happen here. It's another reason Tim Michaels' radical agenda is a risk we just can't afford.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
This is gonna be the best day ever. You got me looking so fresh. I can't get no better. Baby, I'm a T-Rex, ready to rumble, ready to flex. I'm the king of the jungle. Gonna be the best, best. This is gonna be the best day ever. Best day ever.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
It's time for conference play. Week 3 is here, and now the real fun begins. Conference rivals going at it for the first time this season. We got some big conference matchups throughout the Coulee region, especially the MVC. You can't say enough about Onalaska so far. The Hilltoppers are 2-0. Big road win last week in Menominee. They're currently in action right now against Holman. That game moved up to 6 p.m. Elsewhere in the MVC, Carson Kelsey and the Spartans will head to Logan tonight to take on the Rangers in a big conference clash. La Crosse Central also at home tonight. The Riverhawks looking to start the year 2-1 as they host Reedsburg, and Tome is at home as well, welcoming in Baraboo. We'll have highlights of all 4 MVC matchups tonight in the highlight zone. Let's take a look at some other notable matchups tonight. In Cooley Conference play, GET plays host to Aquinas, Westby travels to West Salem, and Viroqua's at home hosting Arcadia. In the Dairyland, Pepin Alma's at home against Whitehall, Melrose Mindoro looking for their first win of the season against Augusta, and Cochran Fountain City will look to stay perfect on the season. They'll be on the road at Levistrom. Packers news, the Green and Gold added Juwan Winfrey to the practice squad yesterday. The final spot goes to safety Micah Abernathy. Probably has a lot to do with that pick he made in week 2 of the preseason. Abernathy has impressed a lot of folks in Green Bay. He became one of the feel-good stories of the summer, and according to Pro Football Focus, Abernathy was the Packers' 2nd highest graded defensive player in the preseason. Well, the college football playoff could be expanding from 4 teams all the way to 12 as early as 2024. The board agreeing to a 12-team field, and the goal is for it to be implemented as soon as possible. According to reports, the bracket will feature the 6 highest-ranked conference champions as automatic qualifiers, along with the 6 highest-ranked at-large teams following the season. The 4-team system debuted in 2014. That'll be the system this season, most likely the next, but we'll see how quick the board gets moving on this. And we just talked about this before I came on. Cincinnati was in it last year, so I mean, we have seen smaller schools make it. Now we're going to see a lot of possibility, a lot of variables can go into this.
For sure, and by that time when the playoffs get going, all those teams are kind of rolling, and you'll get a lot of competitive matchups and a little bit of an extension into the college football season.
Absolutely. The last 2 seasons, Wisconsin opened up at number 12.
All right,
It's
so
a little,
maybe a college football playoff and then an expansion.
We'll see.
We'll keep our fingers crossed. Thanks a lot, Rob.
You got it.
All right, we'll be right back to wrap things up.
Connect with us on Twitter at News8News. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Did you know Tim Michaels pledged to cut millions from public schools and give it to private schools instead? His plan would increase property taxes by $500 million. Tim Michaels is too radical and too divisive.
Hypnotize your way to savings.
Breathing techniques to help you save.
Looking to make saving a habit?
Yeah, what's the secret?
No secret. Just open a savings account at BMO and we'll give you a cash reward for every month you save.
A cash reward?
Just for saving?
Mm-hmm. And when you open a checking account, we'll give you a $300 bonus to get your new savings habit started.
Love that.
What's your book?
How to get a $300 bonus and a monthly cash reward for saving with BMO.
He literally wrote the book on saving.
That's me on the cover.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Get ready to shake, rattle, and roll on over to the 25th Annual Elvis Explosion, September 9th, 10th, and 11th, live at the La Crosse Center. Come and witness over 40 tribute artists battle it out for over $25,000 in cash and prizes. Tickets are available at the box office, Ticketmaster.com, or days of shows. That's the Elvis Explosion, September 9th, 10th, and 11th at the La Crosse Center. And I'll see you there. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Did you know Tim Michaels pledged to cut millions from public schools?
We're already throwing so much money at education.
He'll drain classrooms and gut school funding. Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
All right, real quick, severe thunderstorm warning. This is in effect for Dunn County until 6:45. This is moving to the east at 20 miles per hour. Basically, heavy wind and hail will be the main threats with this system. Damage to vehicles is expected. This is Doppler radar indicated. $0.5 size hail, again, is the main threat. Make sure you have that free News 8000 First Alert weather app on your device to receive the latest information as these systems push through.
All right, and of course, you can go to our website, stay here as well. You're going to keep track of it.
Yes.
All right, thanks, Eric.
We appreciate your time. We'll see you at 10.